श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः गुकारो अन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवांसस्तनूभिः विषेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृत्तश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ प्रज्ञानां शुक्प्रतानै स्थिरचरनिकर व्याप्तिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्तविष्ठान् पुनरविदिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् यो विद्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् सविधि मधुरभुङ्मायया भोजयन्नः माया संज्ञास्तुर्यं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विदिय विषयान् प्राश्य भोगान् स्तविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् सुमिति विभवान् ज्योतिषासेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरभिशनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ न स्तुरीयः। Today we started our class 15 minutes before due to some reasons, and we will stop bit earlier also. We will not go 1 hour. We will stop earlier. Okay, fine. We are studying Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad and we are in the third section of Māṇḍūkya kārikā and 12th verse. First of all, we need some basic information regarding 12th also. The point is, every traditional teacher will take a method to make understanding the disciple properly the truth or the vision of Upanishad. Upanishad also takes different methods to make understand us. Each and every Upanishad has its own way to unfold the truth of the entire creation. I already mentioned you Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad unfold the truth by analyzing the 3 states of a human. And Jagradavastha, the waking state, there is a deity called Vishwa. The dream state, Swapnavastha, there is a deity called Taijasa. And there is a deity in the deep sleep state, he is called Prajna. These deities are one and the same, who is indwelling inside the human body. And that Atman will get different names in different states. This is the conclusion. Similarly, in the Taittiriya Upanishad, the unfolding of the truth is analyzing the 5 sheets in the Atman, which is covered one after another. Annamaya Kosham, a sheet made up of food. Pranamaya Kosham. In this way, 5 sheets are analyzed. Actually, this system is made to bring the disciple focusing towards one thing which is visible for him or her, and from that, changing his focus towards something which is indwelling in that sheet. Again, his focus will be changed, made into another subtle thing. He will focus on another subtle thing, so that at last he can focus on something which is a formless entity. For this sake only, the way of analyzing the truth is unfolded in different methods in every Upanishad. And we have a Upanishad called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad from Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is one among 10 Upanishad in which Shankara wrote commentary. And Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is one of the largest Upanishad among the 10. In that Upanishad, the truth is unfolded in a method of pairing 2 things and showing the dependency of 2 things each other. And the indweller of these 2 things are one and the same, showing that also everything came from one single cause or entity, which is called Atman. So the entire section is called Madhujnana section. Honey, Madhu means in Sanskrit honey. The essence of a flower, the essence of the honeycomb, an essence which is accomplished by lot of collective effort. All this understanding we should take from the word Madhu, honey. So in this section, in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, like our Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad, there is another Upanishad called Brihadaranyaka Upaniṣad. A section called Madhujnanam, knowledge about the honey, the essence. How the Upanishad unfold the knowledge of Brahman. Madhu means essence and it's Brahman, which is equated to Brahman. By pairing 2 things and showing their dependency and likeness each other, and showing their indwelling entity, which is also honey for each other. And all these four, that means 1, 2, and indweller of one is 3, indweller of other is 4. All these four came from one single entity, which is called Brahman, and this is the knowledge about Brahman. This is the truth. Just I will mention you how it unfold the truth. Okay? Just I will mention you from this Upanishad. The first verse of this Madhujnana Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is like this. Iyam Prithivi Sarvesham Bhutana Matuhu. Second chapter, fifth section, first verse in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Iyam Prithivi, this earth, Sarvesham Bhutanam Matuhu. For all living beings and insentient beings, it's just like honey, this earth. Asyai Prithivyai Sarvani Bhutani Matuhu. And all the beings in the creation are like honey for this earth also. So each other they like. All the beings in the creation are honey for the earth. All the beings, all the earth is honey for all the beings in the creation. Now, yaha cha ayam asyam prithvyam tejomayaha amrutamayaha purushaha. One who is indwelling in this earth, who is the cosmic being or entity, who is the supreme entity. Yascha ayam adhyatmam shariras tejomayo amritamayaha purushaha. The indweller of the living being, that means sharira tejomayaha, shariraha. Shariraha, one who is endowed with sharira. Adhyatmam. Adhyatma means individual, with respect to the individual. So the indweller of the earth is supreme entity, and the indweller of the being is the individual entity. Both are one and the same, and knowing this knowledge, ayameva saha yaha ayam atma idam amritam idam brahma idam sarva. Knowing this is called the knowledge about the self. And it is the only means for the immortality. And this underlying unity will be the main truth to be understood. And the knowledge of Brahman is revealed in this method or methodology. So, the meaning is like this. In the Madhujnana section in the Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, earth becomes honey for the all beings, and the all beings become honey for the earth, and the indwelling supreme entity of the earth and the indweller in the individual body, the individual entity are one and the same. This is called self-knowledge, and this is the only way to get the immortality. And this self-knowledge is nothing but Brahman is the cause for entire earth, entire creation, and also the individual entity and the supreme entity are one and the same, and their underlying unity is also revealed through this method. This is called Madhujnanam. Okay. So Madhujnanam is taking one pair, and there are two things in one pair. This thing becomes honey for this. This thing become honey for this. And it means the dependency, karya karana bandha, cause and effect. Both are cause, both are effect. And their indweller. For the earth, the supreme entity is the indweller, Hiranyagarbha. And this Sharira will have a individual entity which is called Atman. And they are actually one and the same. This underlying unity is being revealed through this method. And this method of unfolding the truth is called self-knowledge of Brahman. And this is the only way to get the immortality for a living being. This is called Madhujnana. Now, I will read all the pairs which are explained in this Madhujnanam. Prithvi sarvesham bhutanam madhuhu. Earth becomes honey for all beings. Asyai prithivyai sarvani bhutani madhu. And for this earth, all living beings become madhu. At the same time, the indweller of the earth is honey for the indweller of the body. They are one and the same. Apaha sarvesham bhutanam madhu. Water being honey for all living beings, and all living beings become honey for the water. Agnihi sarvesham bhutanam madhu. Fire will become honey for all living beings, and all living beings become honey for the fire. Vayuhu, similarly, air, the vital force. Adityaha, sun, similarly, Dishaha. These are all there in the Madhujnana section of the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad in the second chapter, fifth section. Dishaha, direction will become the honey for all living beings, and all living beings become honey for the directions. Similarly, Vidyut, the, the lightning will become honey for all living beings. The dependency between them is being highlighted. The cause-effect connection between them. One is depending another, and they become cause and effect simultaneously. Okay, but all these four came from one single entity which is called Brahman. This is what I want to reveal, or I want to say what is told in the Upanishad. Okay, and uh, Tanayituhu, the cloud, Akashaha, the space, Dharma, the righteousness, Satyam, the truth, Manusham, the humanity, Atma, the individual self. All becomes honey for the living beings. So too, living beings, the beings will become honey for all these things. This way, the pairs referred to by Doyoho are the Adi Deva. I will read the words, then we will see. Pairs. Madhujnana means two things together coming. Doyor Madhujnane Param Brahma Prakashitam Prithivyam Utare Chaiva Yatha Kasha Prakashitaha. Once more I will read. Doyor Madhujnane Param Brahma Prakashitaha Prakashitam Prithivyam Utare Chaiva Yatha Kasha Prakashitaha. Okay. Doyor Madhujnane. It means that pairs referred in the Madhujnana section like Prithvi, earth, etc., or water, cloud, etc., etc., and they are all Adideva. Adideva means with respect to the cosmic world or cosmic beings. And Sarvani Bhutani, this will be Adi, Adi Bhaudika, and not Adi Bhaudika, Adhyatma. All these living beings will become Adhyatma, individual. I already mentioned you. This ultimate purpose of the Madhujnana section is to describe the identity between the Jiva and Paramatman. That's all. The identity, their underlying unity is to describe. For that only the entire section works. Madhujnana. So here, Gaudapada Acharya says that Dvayoho Madhujnane. By describing two things, and 14 pairs are being described. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 pairs are described in order to reveal the entity is one and the same. Doyor Madhujnane. Param Brahma Prakashitam. Parabrahma is Prakash. Parabrahma is revealed, referred. Doyor Madhujnane Param Brahma Prakashitam. And the unity between the Brahman and the Atman is the knowledge about the Brahma, the knowledge about the self. And this is the only way to get immortality. Even when the body departs from the world, the person is immortal. Knowing this, a person will be immortal. This is the only way. Prithivyam utarecha. The second sentence. Prithivya. In the earth also, in the stomach also, there is only one Akasha. There is no two Akasha. There is no two space. In the world, there is a space, the same space is appearing as a stomach space. Both are one and the same. Prithivyam utare cheva yatha akashaha prakashitaha. Now, I will read the bhashya and give the meaning so that it will be more clear. No need to worry about the Madhujnana or Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. The identity between the supreme individual and the individual self are one and the same. This is the purport of all the methods. Kimcha, not only Adidevam Adhyatmam cha Tejomayaha Amritamayaha Purushaha. What is called cosmic individual or supreme individual, supreme entity? Adidevam. Adhyatmam. What is appearing in the form of individual entity in each and every body? They are one and the same. Tejo Mayaha, the shining, Amrita Mayaha, the immortal Purusha, the entity. Prativyadi Andargataha, in that Madhujnana section, Yaha Vijnada, what is being known, that is Paraha, the ultimate reality. Eva Atma, that is the self also, which is appearing behind the mind in order to operate. The mind operates withdrawing the consciousness from the self. So if you ask the mind exists or not, from the standpoint of Vedanta, nothing is existing except the self. So we need not to resolve the mind. When the mind itself is not there, what is the point of resolving the mind? Mind is not there at all. What is the point of resolving the mind? So what are these thoughts? Thoughts are superimposed on Atman. When you think about the external objects, and the train of thoughts are called mind. When you don't think about the external object, there is no trains of thoughts. Then there is no mind at all. That's all. So, even to the operation of the mind, it needs some consciousness. That consciousness is being given by the individual self. That individual self is nothing but the ultimate reality, which is called Parabrahman. So, Eva Atma Brahma Sarvamiti Doyoho in the both in the pairs in the entire Madhujnana section, the pairs referred to by Dvayoho and are the Adideva Adhyatma connection. The Prithvi will become Adideva with respect to the cosmic world. When we say living beings with respect to the individual being, the indweller of both are one and the same. Supreme reality and the individual reality are one and the same. The underlying unity is being revealed through this explanation of pairs. And Doyoho, Advaita Akshayat Param Brahma Prakashidam. By explaining both in a pair, there will be two things. By explaining both, one belongs to the plane of cosmic level, one belongs to the plane of individuality. And both are having one single entity as the indweller. And their unity underlying is revealed or established by the word Madhu. Param Brahma Prakashidam. Kwa iti aha. What is that? Kwa iti aha. Brahma Vidya Akhyam Madhu Amradam Amradatvam. The name Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya means knowledge about Brahman is called Brahma Vidya. Madhu Amradam. Madhu Rutam Amradatvam. The honey means the knowledge about Brahman. Ritam, the Satyam. Amrutatvam. Amrutatvam means immortality. Mritatvam means a person, mortal. Amrutatvam, immortality. So, Brahma Vidya Akyam Matum Matu Amrutam Amrutatvam. The word Madhu will represent the essence, the immortality, the knowledge about the self, and also the unity between the both things. So, in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, introducing a pair, the Brahma Vidya is been revealed and the unity is also been revealed. Modana Hedutvad. Modana Hedutvad Vijñāyade Yasmin Idi Madhujñānam. Both are happy with their connection. That is, Earth is happy by the connection between the living beings. At the same time, the living beings also happy with the connection with the earth. More than a hedutva. They are bliss. They are happy with their connection each other. Living beings depend upon the earth depend upon the living beings. When there is no living beings, what is the point of creating the earth? So, both are Modana Hedutvad Vijñāyade Yasmin Iti Madhujñānam. The bliss is accomplished by depending each other. Where it is been established, that is called Madhujñānam, the knowledge about the Madhu, the essence. Madhu Brahmanaha Tasmin Iti Artha. A section called Madhu Brahmanaha in the verse. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there is a section called Madhu Brahmanaha. There, by introducing a pair, the unity is established within the indweller of both. Kim iti aham. What is that? That unity. Prathivyam utare chaiva. Prithivi in the earth, udare in the stomach, cha eva yatha ekaha akashaha. Both are one and the same. In the last class, I mentioned you know, the space is one. When we put 4 walls in a place, it will become drawing room. When we put another 4 walls, it's called a reading room. When we put another wall, it is called a kitchen. When we put another 4 walls, it's the boundary of our house. The space is same due to the ubhati. By putting some walls or some other things, we give another name. Similarly, the entire space in the world is one, like Atman. But it will get different names, like Prithivyam. Inside the earth, there is a space. Udare, in the stomach, there is a space. But they are one and the same. Chayeka, Prithivyam, Udare, Chayeva, Yatha, Yekaha. They are one and the same. Akashaha, they are one and the same. Anumanena prakashitaha. It is being inferred. Inside the stomach, we don't see the space, but we infer by eating something, it goes and stays in some place, and that place is called Udarakashi. Similarly, the space inside the world is also being inferred. Anumanena prakashitaha loge tadvadri iti artha. In the world, we infer both. Anumanena prakashitaha. So the meaning is the entire meaning of the verse and the bhashya is like this. In the Madhu Brahmana of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, a pair is introduced, and the indweller of the pair is one and the same, is been established, and the immortality can only get by seeing the indweller are one and the same, and the cosmic being and the individual being are one and the same. This underlying unity is called the knowledge about the Brahman, and this knowledge is called Madhujnanam, and by Madhujnanam one will become immortal. So here it is told, Doyoho Madhujnane, by the pair, Param Brahma Prakashitam. The ultimate reality is being highlighted, is revealed, and also the Prithivya Mutarecha, in the earth and also in the stomach, Yatha Akashaha Prakashitaha, how the space is being established, same in the same manner, individual reality and the supreme reality are one and the same. It is been established in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. This is the meaning. I will just give the meaning of the next verse and I will stop. I have to attend a public function. Just I will give. Jivatmano ananyatvam apedena prashasyate nanatvam nindyate yaccha tadevam hi samanjasam. Jivatmanorananyatvam apedena prashasyate nanatvam nindyate yaccha tadevam hi samanjasam. Jiva and Atma, the ultimate reality and the individual self are one and the same. Non-difference between the supreme entity and the individual self is the real fact. Ananyatvam, non-difference. Abedena prakashyate, prashasyate, prashasyate, praised. And this self is praised by the sentence of the identity. So the non-difference between the supreme self and the individual self is being praised by the statement. And the fact of diversity, seeing everything different, Dvaitam. Nanatvam nindyate. Nindyate, nanatvam. What is seen other than me? This is called nanatvam, seeing something other than me and giving some reality for that. Nanatvam nindyate is been condemned, and that is been rational. That is the best part to be understood. And it will be easy to comprehend from the point of view alone, from this view alone. By studying the Upanishad, a person can comprehend this view properly. What is that meaning? The connection between the jiva, the individual soul, and the supreme soul, they are non-different. And ananyatvam, they don't seems to be separate, even though we experience they are separate. But in the sentence, they are being praised, their non-difference is praised. And also, the difference between them is condemned in different Upanishads. I will explain you later, and that is rational. And this is the only way to understand the reality that myself, the individual soul, and the Supreme Soul is one and the same. And this is the only way to comprehend from this point of view. And one needs to concentrate on these teachings so that it will be very easy to understand the non-duality between the supreme individual, supreme consciousness and the individual self. I will explain you in the next class. Okay. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaah Gobrahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shadini Deshoyam Choparahitah Brahmana Santu Nirpayaah Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om